I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Dragons of Starfall. We are rejoining the party as they have rescued Lady Kajoroku from the lupus uh, family that has conquered Castra and was holding her prisoner. In fact, they had her cursed and asleep, and now that she has been freed, her and Angelica have spoken in private, and they um, have revealed some things from their past, but how much Lady Angelica, reveals beyond what was typed in the RP there. Uh, that's on her. But at the end of the day, you guys had agreed that you were going to try and free Dragos and seek the wizards in Al Qadim for assistance in a spell that can, free somebody trapped in between the planes, almost like a teleportation gone wrong. And so that was the last thing that we had left off on. But the modus of transportation had not really been finalized. Um, you guys don't want to attract too much attention while still here in Carpathia, obviously. Um, Lord Lupus will surely notice within a short amount of time what has happened and will seek to regain what was once his. And um, so, therefore, if you guys travel on foot through the forests, that's slower but a little more incognito, obviously more dangerous in random encounter senses, but less dangerous in the traveling along the open road where like surely people will see you guys kind of thing.
But
Um,
we're sorry to interrupt. We're not in Cass or in. We're back in outside Langenberg.
oh, that's right.
we teleported
Electo
to.
had been able to get you guys back underneath the sewers, um, where the old hermit mage had his teleportation circle, and so you guys had come out in Langenberg.
And then we
Correct.
went to Arn's Keep, which is named Eagle's Rest.
Eagle's Rest.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we ended the session there.
Yeah. We Riggs recognized the guard working the bridge over, and then gave him a coin. He paid for the drink with the coin, and then someone tried to pick a fight, poison him, and stab him.
Yes.
And it's definitely Eagle's Rest, not Eagle's Nest, because that would be very bad.
All right. 1 second.
Yeah, because Riggs got poisoned by a coin from one of the guys that was in Keep, Brynwolf Keep.
Yeah. About the drink with the coin, I think it was a sign to poison me.
Yeah, I don't know by who though.
That guy who was staring at him, we think, is involved, and stabbing. It was about to stab Riggs, I believe.
All right. This one and grid.
Yeah, after Riggs bought the drink with the coin, he was sick, and there was some other guy that was eyeing him, and I grabbed that guy. He pulled
And
a
he
knife
went
on
to stab you, yeah.
Oh, we left off at the end of a battle?
Article
him. No, he had pulled the knife.
Oh, I'm sorry, at the start of a battle?
They're kind of foolish if they fight us here.
Not everyone is here, right? It was me, Riggs, and Robert that are here, right? Because I think Electo and Lady Angelica stayed back. Oh no, Electo came. Lady Angelica is the only one that
Lady
stayed
Angelica was with her mom up in the keep.
back. Okay.
So not far away, but not there.
Lady Angelica and Anna are still talking, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so
All right. So, give you guys some vision.
Is there a map up?
In 2 seconds. Yes. No.
It's black.
Yeah,
It might still
give
be
it.
rendering.
Yeah, give it a
Oh.
second to load it.
Okay. Maybe it's needing this.
That fixed it for me. Riggs is huge.
Lady Angelica, I'm just putting you on the map so that you can see. Riggs, I'm fixing your size. And then you guys can go ahead and roll for initiative right away, but the assassin gets their sneak attack in.
Wait, I is that a surprise attack?
Yes.
I can't be surprised.
Okay, but he wasn't stabbing you though, right? He was stabbing Robert.
Oh, okay.
So he's not technically surprising you, although I would rule that if you somehow beat him in initiative, that you might be able to act before him. No, 19. Oh, and you did beat him.
Ooh.
Sweet.
So yeah, yeah, I think maybe you can move up and react as he's going to stab Robert or something. Let's go with something like that. He was sitting over here in this corner, and you were probably sitting in the back corner because you're like that, And Lady Angelica's not really here, but like just some other person is in that corner. And then Arn, you're off doing bureaucracy, but you'll fill in for the guy who's like just over here having a drink. And then Electo, you were here with the guys having a drink?
Yeah.
Okay. So Electo would be over here with Riggs, probably, yeah?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, and then so Robert, you were like coming over here by the bar, and the assassin was like, "I'm gonna leave because I don't need this trouble." And you were like, "Hey, Where are you going?" And he was like, "I'm going all stab. That's where I'm going." And so Riggs, you uh, get to go in the first surprise round.
Okay, so I have a full like regular action sequence.
Yeah, you have all of your regular actions.
Okay, one point of order before I start. Looks like I'm missing some health. I don't know if that matters, but I pointed out. So
Uh, that would be from the last time you guys fought, which would be the Mimic House, right? So yeah, you should be healed up.
Or the troll.
Oh, the troll?
Yeah, but that still would have been a while ago.
Okay. Yeah, you guys should be healed up. You know what? Oh, I can't just give you guys all a long rest, because that'll reset your initiatives.
You can manually change the hit points. I do have 1 hit point of damage to myself.
Yeah, I just went through and am fixing everybody.
so I moved there, and I will attack him.
Well, hold on. You're behind a table, and so you have to move to the left 5, and then you can move out from there 10, 15, 20, 25 into Robert Square or alongside him, either which way.
So I can move right next to Robert.
That's 25 feet right there.
Okay. Okay, then I'll move there.
And then that was the bar behind him there, so you'd have to like hurdle over that too.
Sure. So I'm good to attack.
Yes. Recklessly attacking gives you the advantage that you need to strike the assassin as he goes to stab Robert. Wait. Oh, that's your butt end. Yeah.
There we go.
I was like, how do you have 3 attacks with that? There's no way. But yeah, your butt end. All right. So as you go, wait, plus 18.
Yeah, I just saw that too. I was going to ask about that. It must have
What?
doubled because he must have like 9 or something that's doubled.
I don't know where
It
that came.
tripled.
Must be something wrong.
He probably was plus 6 and then tripled it somehow.
It was plus 12 before, so
That's
It
why I'm not trying to
says
cheat.
it says plus 7.
So he would get a rage bonus if he raged.
I wasn't raging.
Oh, okay.
And this has plus 7. And then
It could be Great Weapon Master, where it's -5 to melee, plus 10 to damage.
let's see. Yes, you do have that active. -5 to the attack, plus 10 to the damage. So that would get it up to plus 17. I don't know where the extra +1 is, but whatever. That's not really. All right. Yeah, I guess that's right.
I doozy damage.
So, Riggs rushes forward and protects Robert. You see the assassin's blade coming out. You see the murderous intent in his eyes, and you recognize the cloaks as the same men who attacked your family, and you instantly rush forward and react before the assassin can get all stabby, knocking him to the ground. You can either slash his throat with lethal damage or use the butt end to knock him unconscious and then like prop him up and be like, our friends had too much to drink, we're just gonna go with him into this room over here now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna smack him in the head and let's pull him into the other room and then question him.
Yeah. So although people definitely saw you bust out your glaive and be all yeah, take that with it. Um, you're also kind of a scary guy who just busted out a blade and messed that dude up in like one move. And
with a gold
so
suit and a gold wig.
yeah, and so everybody's like, yeah, I didn't see nothing. Whatever, you know. So even though some people definitely saw something, nobody is
The bystander effect.
yeah, everybody's just letting you go do what you need to do. So you guys all see this happen aside from the people not here, of course. Oh, that's right, Electo. You had gone with Arn to help him with his paperwork.
I sure did.
Yeah, because he had so much paperwork to do. So you guys were all busy doing your stuff. So Riggs and Robert, you go off with this assassin into the other room. Uh, are you planning to question him or?
Yeah.
Okay. So what questions would you like to ask when he finally comes around?
I kind of look at the symbol and say, "This looks familiar. I'd like to know a little bit more about what the symbol means.
Speaking to you in a accent that gives them away as being from Al Qadim, he tells you that that symbol means nothing, and that you just were assaulting me, and I was trying to protect myself.
And I kind of pull out my glaive and I go, that symbol means nothing, like this glaive won't cut your head off. Care to change your mind there, buddy?
You can roll intimidate. So he is not afraid to die, and just lowers his head and begins to, say a prayer to the gods.
Okay, Riggs, hold on to him for a second. Grab his arm.
Okay, I grab his arm.
Okay, I'm gonna slice off his pinky finger, like on the left hand.
He uh, s- sits there and continues to say his prayer louder and louder.
Uh, I turn to Robert and
Honestly.
I go, Robert, hold on to him for a second, and I walk out of the room and I go, Lady Angelica, we may need your assistance. Our buddy found you very attractive. Can you come in here for a second?
Well, I'm not there, but you psychically I'm aware. So
Yeah. Are you not in the corner?
no, that's just so I can see what's going on in the room.
Oh, okay.
My
The only
character's in the
people.
keep, but I'm. If we do it from the story, is that if my conversation is done with my mom, then I've been trying to figure out what you guys are up to anyway. So I've been sort of trying to locate you psychically. So if you reach out, you could contact me and
Okay.
I could come speak to
Okay. I retcon that. I just I I use AT&T in my head and call it Lady Angelica. Can you come assist me? I need some help talking to somebody.
For maximum realism, the call gets dropped
him.
because it's
No,
AT&T.
yeah, the person you were trying to psychically call mailbox hasn't been set up. Um, yeah, so I assume I can pick it up and get there pretty quickly. Since I'm not far away, I'll just tell them to wait a minute. I'll be there in a minute.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah,
probably takes a little bit longer than that, but still, yeah.
yeah.
And
Uh,
okay, go ahead.
so when I get there, I will use dominate person on him. Oh wait, let me target him first before I do anything.
Hold on. He's unconscious. I have to unconscious him. Unconscious. Reconscious.
Okay. Also, how far would me and Electo be away from this building?
You would be in the
It's like a town hall area, right? It was like a big meeting room.
yeah, you'd be in like the second floor uh upper chambers, like how judges have a back room that they go to, like the throne, quote unquote, room, the town hall room uh is where you do all your public business, and then you guys have like a private room that is actually on the floor above that, and it has a little private stairwell, and you go up that into that room, and that's where you're probably doing all your private business.
Oh, okay. So it's at the keep. It's
Yeah.
okay. Okay. And these guys are at a bar that's not the keep.
Well, it's like keep adjacent.
It's near.
I'll let you know that when I get there, I'll let you guys know psychically that we've captured this person and we're interrogating him in the back room of the bar.
He's no longer unconscious. You can go ahead and
Yeah, he's a tough bastard too. This guy's there's not too many humans I've seen who will just lose a finger.
Oh, you son of a bitch. All right.
Yeah, he looks at you and says, "We have trained to keep our mind and body as tough as steel. You cannot break me."
Let's see. That was my level 5 spell slot. So I've got one more level 5. I will try. Oh, wait. Actually, I will try again, and I will use. Oh, I gotta remember which one. Heightened spell
Yeah.
to give him disadvantage on the roll. So I'll like get in front of him and grab him and like speak psychically into his mind, like your training is nothing. I'm going to peel your brain like an onion. So I don't know
I'm
how do
gonna
I
grab some rope just in case. I'm gonna go find my pack and get some rope.
how do I is it will you just put the disadvantage on him?
Uh, well, yes, but no. Um, you should, if I'm not mistaken, have a heightened spell. Oh, you don't have it on your. Oh, yeah, yeah, you do. And
Yeah.
then group actions. Heightened spell does not have where it gives you disadvantage. Are you kidding me? That's what it does, though, is gives them disadvantage.
Yes, I believe. Let me make sure I've got the right one.
Yeah.
I know I picked it, so it's one of those 4. I just don't remember which one right off the top of my head.
And none of these have.
You can spend 3 sorcery points to give one target a spell disadvantage on its first saving throw against a spell.
Yeah. So here you go. And then if you type in meta magic under spells, it has all of these um, to where you can give the actual effect.
Oh, well, crap. Okay. Oh, okay. It's putting in my cantrips.
No, you just drag it over to meta magic.
Anyway, so 2 assassin. Okay, so we'll try this again now. Failure. Um, tell us about the symbol.
So as you grab a hold of his mind and your hands grasp the side of his head, you can see actual waves of psychic energy blasting off of you into his brain. It looks like a mirage effect, almost like invisible force, uh, and it just shakes the air enough to be felt as a powerful actual physical force, as your psychic barrage penetrates his um, arcane defenses that he has mastered. And as uh, this happens, um, for a brief moment, your shadow grows darker and more like the shape of your alternate form. Just your shadow though, not your actual body. But if anybody, you know, was really watching, they'd see as your shadow took on this more demonic appearance. And he finally gives in after slumping forward and he had resisted, and then he just kind of goes limp forward, and you can tell that you've broken him. And he raises his head and he says, "This is the symbol of the cult of Set. We worship the god of death and welcome him back into the world of the living to take all life as is his due. And so, since we're all about taking everybody's life anyway, and we're really, really good at it, and we have all the best poisons, we also make our money by being the best assassins in the world then, because like we have all the best poisons and can kill anything no matter how much they think that they're going to evade death. We, the worshippers of Set, make sure that they do not."
And have you poisoned any of us?
Oh, just a little bit to be able to wait, hold on. Wasn't the whole
Yeah, it started with poisoning Riggs' cup, I thought.
and as soon as you said that, how can Riggs have saved Robert if
He passed a save last time.
then he wouldn't know he was poisoned?
Well, that's why I'm asking the guy if he's poisoned, because I wouldn't know either. So I want to make sure this person.
Yeah, we didn't know anything about the poison. Just the guy
Yeah.
he was watching him like a hawk, and I decided to grab him. But yeah, I don't know about the poison at all.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Oh,
if he's
he got wobbly legged. He stumbled. Yeah, he managed to not pass out, but it was still a strong enough poison that he's all wobbly legged. Yeah, I hate to retcon here, but we have to go back. Riggs can't come in and save Robert if he's like all tipsy here.
True.
Plus
I feel bad too because I was going to
Electo's
mention it.
not here. Like, this sucks. I'm so sorry, but that's, yeah. Like, as soon as you said that, I'm like, wait, I totally did poison you, and you were all wobbly legged. You got up, and Robert's like, you ain't going anywhere. You came over here to confront him, and he got up to leave. Robert got in his way. There's what's happening. All right. So, now after getting everything correct, what is actually happening is Riggs goes to stumble towards the man who's been eyeing him up, and as he gets up from the table, he realizes that he's, not okay to drive, and Robert quickly jumps in front of the man trying to escape and goes to stop him. As he reaches in and goes to stab him, Robert, with your Dread Ambusher ability, you can take your action. You beat the assassin fair and square in initiative. So,
Okay.
He goes to
Make
stab
this
you,
target
but
me.
you're even faster. You're targeting yourself right now. There you go.
All right, let's go to work. Let's see if I can hit.
Sorry about that little snafu there, guys.
Okay, so I hit him, so I'm going to add my effect of foe. Let me just click this.
And that means I don't get my sneak attack either.
Sorry, give me one sec. Just got to find all the effects here.
Yeah, no problem. I was just
Favorite
lamenting
foe. There it is.
how you winning initiative means I don't even get my bonus damage.
Yeah, I'm pretty quick. I got that one, and I will use my bonus action for Hunter's Mark. So let me cast that. And then I will roll my damage for the first attack.
Oh, wait. It says they're both concentration effects. It says
Oh, so
favorite.
it didn't work. Okay, yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah.
His favorite foe was already on, yeah.
Yeah.
The second attack. That's a miss. And my last attack is for Dread Ambusher. Okay,
No,
and
no, no,
this
no,
time
19.
I'll use Menacing Attack. So let me click that. And the effect, Menacing Attack. Go down here. Sorry, I got to do the save for him.
Oh, yep. Ooh, he still
Nice.
failed.
And so effect, him, and then damage. One more time.
Ah, as a death cult worshiper, I am immune to being frightened. Sorry.
Damn it, that's two people I've used it on that were immune.
Sorry.
Alright, well, that's my turn. Let's see what he's got.
If this wasn't a death cult worshipping assassin, but they fear nothing, as you just saw from the thing that never happened.
Yeah, I have a finger from the multiverse somewhere.
Yeah. Somewhere in the multiverse, your other Robert has a finger and knows that these guys do not fear death. All right, so I do not get sneak attack. I do get to multi attack you. I quickly pull out my kukri, a wicked looking dagger, and block your attack, and then swing at you.
Okay, so if I have a reaction that can add to AC, do I do it before you attack or after?
Before.
Okay, so I'll put the effect on now. I'll use my reaction for Defensive Duelist.
Okay.
There we go.
And is that just one attack?
It's like a block. Um,
Is it the first attack that would hit? Like how's that work?
okay, it doesn't give me the description with my abilities. I have to find it. Hold on, let me click here. When you're wielding a finished weapon which you're proficient, and another creature hits you with a melee attack, you
So
can
I
use
have to
reaction.
hit you, right?
Yeah, so
So
that would have missed.
right, that would have missed anyway. And then so I attack you again. And it should still no, it's not on. So put it on again.
Yep, there we go.
And then
Oh,
that
I
one
blocked that one
would
with
have
my
hit,
blade.
but now you have used your reaction to block it.
Yeah.
All right. And so the assassin tries to stab you, but you quickly get your dagger up and parry his blade, but now you can't react. Riggs, I'm gonna have you re-roll initiative now, because you're gonna be able to get into the combat. You're gonna be attacking at disadvantage until you roll a Constitution save again to shrug off even the side effects of the poison. You shrugged off the main effects of the poison. You're not gonna die or anything like that. But now you got to shrug off the grogginess and all of that. So let me just put that disadvantage on attack on you quick so that I don't forget that.
And do I roll a Constitution save?
On your turn, you will, which
Okay.
will be up next right now. So yeah. And it's at the end of your turn, so you'd have disadvantage on any attacks this turn, and then at the end of your turn, you roll a con. So you can still attack this turn, just you'd have to
Okay.
use your reckless attack to cancel out the disadvantage, and then it's but you get to attack again. Oh, don't forget to move in.
I should have a 10-foot range.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Pole arms. Ain't they wonderful? All right, so yeah, the same effect as before, but we needed to account for what could have happened.
There's only one scenario where he dies fast.
So now we can fast forward through the rest of what just happened to where Lady Angelica gets the information, and then when you ask, "Have you poisoned any of us?" he says, "Yes, I have poisoned all of the ale that was served to everyone in the bar tonight."
Do you have an antidote for that?
There is no antidote for this. It was meant to be Riggs's final drink ever. It is very disheartening to see that he is still alive.
Nice poison.
I'm gonna send like a blast message to Arn, letting him know what's happening. Like this guy's poisoned everybody in the bar. Everyone's been poisoned here.
Who? There's a person poisoning people?
Yeah. There's someone tried to kill Riggs, and it seems they've poisoned everybody in the bar. Come quickly. This is pretty bad.
Arn kind of looks over to Electo and he says, kind of out loud to all the beer cats around me, kind of giving me papers. I say, "We have to go," and they're like, "What are you doing? Stop, stop!" And we just like walk out the room.
Yeah, they're like, my lord, we need you to go over the forms on this, and you're still having trouble with
I will be back later tonight.
but your TPS cover sheet.
I shut the door.
And as you guys go to the bar, is that where you guys go?
Yeah.
As you guys go to the bar, two out of every three of the people there are like puking up blood, and they're already passed out and just like dying in their own vomit, and there's nothing that anyone can do. And the other people are like getting the hell out of there because they're like, what is happening?
Can I try performing lay on hands to remove poisons on them?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take the one that's like dying.
So you grab one of the ones that's like still like puking and half alive and breathing at least, and you
Yeah,
say a prayer to your gods, and
Torm.
yeah, and you glow, your eyes glow golden and your hands glow golden, and the poison that is inside of him is neutralized. Um, Technically, he still uh, took a lot of damage from
Yeah,
from
he
the
has to rest.
poison, and
Yeah,
and would have to like roll Constitution saves, but he's an NPC, so like, you know, whether he lives or dies isn't important enough to waste time rolling three d20s. So
Yeah.
so like whatever, he
Mhm.
lives, he dies.
I
Yeah.
I will at least continue to perform the same medical act on everyone in the bar.
Yeah. So a couple of them are already dead.
Okay,
You can
and
you
this
can
guy's still awake,
identify
right?
them.
The assassin. Sorry.
No, he wasn't awake at first. He does wake up from your lay on hands though.
I'm sorry, the
You know what?
assassin. The
I,
he,
I have the assassin.
Yeah,
okay,
he's
he's
in the
still
other
controlled.
room. He's in like a broom closet or some other like hideaway area that they took him off to right away.
Okay, I tell the group like I'm sorry, I need to deal with these people before I even talk to that guy.
Yeah.
But so then I do, and then we can.
Yeah, so you're able to save like a lot of people. Only like this many people die. Two
Roll percentile dice.
two people die. So, and they were dead when you got there. There was nothing you could do.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna add who hired you.
Ah, that is a question that I cannot answer for you. I am not hired by anyone. I am given my mission from my guild leader, and that is done through sending stones. So, you know, I'm not hired by anyone ever.
Uh, Contact them on the sending stone and tell them the job is done.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay, should I use the secret code that we're
Yes, use
supposed
it.
to use?
Yes, use the secret code. Contact them. It's the normal way you would, and inform them that the job has been finished.
Okay. Because it would seem suspicious if I didn't use the secret code.
Yeah.
Okay. So he gets out the sending stone and writes a cryptic message about, um, the worms have come home to roost, or whatever. And that's all. He sends that message.
Okay. So we need to find did this have anything to do with the coin that man gave Riggs?
Yes, that was how I knew who was the target so that I didn't prematurely poison everybody.
Hey, Electo, you still got that carpet?
I
I
I think
sure
you should go
do.
grab that guy right now.
what was that guy's name? I know him, but I forget his name.
The guard that you knew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was your former captain. Damn it. Brower.
Brower. So I go to them. Captain Brower is the one that gave me the coin. So we should probably get him in here too.
Yeah, if I don't know how fast Electo can move, but we really should go as quick as we can to grab that guy.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you bust out your carpet?
I do.
Do you go for a magic carpet ride?
I guess so. Yeah.
Are you taking anybody with you?
Robert and I can go.
All right. Pulling uh the the former noble turned gangster cowboy
Outlaw? Outlaw's a good term.
outlaw. Uh, you pull him up onto the carpet and take off into the air at some pretty rapid speeds. The carpet's you know like a good mix between size and speed because that was the trade-off was the smaller carpets go really fast but only hold like a little bit and the bigger ones go slower.
Yeah.
But they carry more, so that's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna even look for any like clues. I'm gonna go all out with trying to like use all
Yeah,
my skills to keep my eyes
yeah.
out for this guy.
So you guys, take off with a lot of speed for how much room you actually have on this carpet. You're not forced to like, uh, cuddle together for staying on purposes. And as you guys are each taking a corner of the carpet and looking out, roll for perception.
Right. I'm gonna use that inspiration I got.
Ooh. Heyo. So,
19.
Robert, you managed to spot a light in the distance. Sorry, I had an
All
alarm
right,
going off.
let's ride him down, and I'll point it out to Electo. And if you got a spell to hit him with, let's just hit him
Yeah,
hard and drop on him.
yeah, you guessed it. That there's somebody riding hard into the east. They apparently are trying to get away from Eagle's Rest and all its amenities.
Actually, in fact, if you can ride him next to him, I'll take a jump off here and just take him off the horse.
Yeah, I'll kind of fly low once we get close and then let you jump off.
Yeah. So, no matter how well, I suppose he could have a horse theoretically in a medium to high fantasy world like this that is faster than your carpet, but that'd be a pretty fast horse. So, barring some magical Zephyr horse that this captain would have, you're able to catch up with them pretty quickly and silently is the important part. So, although he has a lantern that he is using to light his way forward, you guys just follow the light and fly in, not having to worry about, any hazards in the road because you're flying the friendly skies.
And the lantern's the only light, right?
Well, I mean,
There's moonlight, but
there's moonlight. And so he's riding hard and he does look behind his shoulder, but you guys come in high and then swoop low, diving in once you're like at an angle where you can do so. So him looking back behind his shoulder, he doesn't see you because you're up so high, and then you dive down at that angle that just intercepts him, and by the time he looks back and sees you, you're like right there. Robert, roll a dexterity, or no, just target the same assassin on the map here. I'm gonna take off his unconsciousness once again, um, and roll a grapple check against him. 1 second, I'm still trying to get the unconsciousness. There we go. Yep.
All right, grapple.
Yep. So just roll a grapple against him, and let's just see how you do. But oh wait, I'm sorry. Give yourself advantage, please.
All right, let's see how this goes. Oh, so close.
Oh my goodness. So you come diving down, and you tackle him off of the horse, but you don't have a hold of him. You guys like both stand up, and he stands up all like Stabby McGee, ready to go.
Shit.
That's okay, Electro. You're gonna destroy him.
Yeah,
Well, I
Electo,
don't want to
like
kill him though.
you have an action, like you could just cast hold. Do you have hold person?
No.
No.
Mm.
All right, 5th level shatter it is.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Sorry, I don't have hold person, so kaboom.
um. No, I mean I'm just gonna have to attack him. Do we need like a map or anything?
Well, you can use the map that we were
Got it.
on. I'll pull it back up if you need.
I've
But
got it. We just don't have the captain here.
yeah,
Do we
yeah,
use-
no, we're just using the assassin because he's one of the assassins now too. So
Got it. Okay. Well, I don't want to kill you, sir. So,
I don't want to be killed by you.
then you should just come along, and then everything will be fine. And I'm gonna pull a trick that I've seen my friend Lady Angelica use and cast Mind Sliver.
Oh. Yeah, so the captain is hurt, but not dying.
Not substantially.
Yeah, yeah. Let me fix his hit points there. There you go. And then I
All
have
right.
to go. So I am going to try to stab Roberto.
We're adjacent, right? Like we're
Yes.
right. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Like adjacent enough anyway. You had tackled me off of my horse, which stopped me from like just running, but you'd failed to grab me, and so now I'm going to try to stab you, but I wanted to give Electo a chance to hold
Oh, no,
person
I'm just
or
asking
whatever.
because I have a if he moves into my zone, so if he wasn't adjacent, he moved into my area, then I get a free attack.
Oh, really? Then
Yeah, I
yeah,
braced.
then yeah, let's say that wait. Can you do that?
It counts as my reaction.
It's a reaction. So you.
Yeah, so if they move within my range of my weapon, which is a dagger,
Yeah.
then
Yeah. Then totally, yeah.
okay, so let me just take that attack.
I was like, saying sure they're adjacent because I didn't know if it was going to hurt you or not. But if it benefits you, then yeah, no, he totally was at least 5 feet away and had to move in.
Okay, great, thank you. So I'll just do the damage. There we go.
Oh, you stab into the assassin, but he spins around and tries to stab you with his kukri. Well, this is the Captain Brower, so he would actually have a long sword instead. So I'll adjust the damage. And now you save versus Khan. Oh, you are so happy you did.
Yeah, shit, that looks painful.
Yeah. So you can tell that Captain Brower, despite you know, wanting to keep up appearances and not carrying one of the assassin's kukris, has still coated his longsword in the poison of the assassins of Set, and so you must be, careful. And then he attacks you again because he still gets 2 attacks. Oh, I wasn't targeting you. Would that be a miss?
Well, my armor class went. So yeah, that will hit.
Oh, that is a hit? I'm going to re-roll then.
Yeah, it was weird. I had 19 the other few sessions, and then today it was 18. It's like it corrected itself.
Ah, there we go. That'll teach me to target. So he swings at you again, but you deflect it with your dagger. You're quite the duelist. All right. Now it is your turn, Robert.
Sorry, my screensaver came on. It should be Electo, because Electo went, and then I went, and then the Assassin went, so it should be back to Electo.
No. You went first. You dove off the
Oh, okay.
carpet.
Okay. So, Electo, you see me reach in my back and pull out a dark butcher's cleaver, and I just start going to work on this guy with it, and you can see that it's definitely like a magical dark weapon.
Whoa.
Sorry, making sure I'm targeting him. Shit. Okay, second attack.
No,
There we go.
19.
And I'll put menacing attack on, even though he's going to probably be immune to it. And I'm going to put
He is one of the assassins of Set, but
and favored foe there.
you gotta do the save anyway, because
It didn't have my effects. Already has
he
that. Oh,
he just recently joined.
because we used the same token, it wouldn't allow me to favored foe him, even though he said because it's reading it as the same
Oh,
token. So I didn't
I
get the
got
extra
you.
D8.
I got you.
Yeah, so I should I just re-roll the damage? See if the effects are on there?
1 second.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me do this. All right, there you go.
Sorry, I'm trying to get this. I'm moving as quick as I can. Where did it go?
Yeah, there you go. 1, 2,
Okay, and
3.
then I'll use my action surge so I can do 2 more attacks. There we go. So I'm just going to keep hacking. Fuck. I missed 2 out of the 4 attacks. Okay, and that one hit. So that's good. There we go. And did I use my bonus action or no? I don't know if I used my bonus action, so I will use second wind. Okay, and that's the end of my turn.
And then Electo.
Okay. I will go ahead and use a first level SWAT and use Ice Knife.
No, 19. I saved. You still hit though, so you still get
Yep.
to apply all of the other damage, just not the exploding
For a
crap.
whopping.
Oh,
Great.
yeah.
my heart's not in this.
Yeah, you get to apply all one of the other damage. And the assassin tries to stab Robert again. Captain Brower says, "Get off of me!" Now, you haven't used your reaction yet this round. So you could parry.
It sounded like someone might have said something to him.
Oh. So I'm going to go ahead and just let him parry.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure he can just use his reaction.
Oh, sorry, I just realized this is a new turn, right? So I could use my reaction.
Yeah, I was
So
just
I'll
saying you can use your reaction to parry that.
okay, yeah, I'll do that.
So that's why I haven't rolled the damage. And then it's your turn.
All right, I'm just gonna keep attacking.
I was like looking it up, and like the first like things are coming out, they're like, oh, it's down.
And I'm gonna just keep going all in using my abilities because that's what they're for.
Yeah, usually.
Nothing worth. No point saving though if they're not gonna. Oh, come on, 2 and a 1.
1, 2, 4 instead of 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's
All right, and the last attack.
Well, they probably love her.
badly
Okay.
wounded. The assassin turns to run. Electo, what do you do?
Oh, I still have a bonus action.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I will be at disadvantage to throw a dagger at him because he's within 5 feet.
Yes.
So I'm gonna roll it with disadvantage. So I'm gonna add this. Disadvantage. Oh shit. Well, I tried.
Electo?
Okay. So, has he actually started running away from us, or is he just kind of turning like he's going to run?
Yeah, well, it's not his turn, so he hasn't been able to move, but yes.
Okay. I am going to use my bonus action first with my telekinetic shove. I'm going to see if I can knock him over.
Okay. Nothing doing. Oh wait, I failed. Yeah, you knocked me over.
Cool. Okay. And then I will go ahead and cast Witch Bolt. That way I can just turn it off if I need to. There we go.
Beam of purple lightning strikes the assassin, and Captain Brower drops to the ground unconscious.
Okay, I'll immediately turn my lightning off once he knocks out. And then, do I need to do any type of like medicine check or anything to like stabilize him so that he doesn't actually die? Because I do want to take him back to the others.
Yeah, you can do a medicine check to stabilize him.
I will assist you.
Well, yeah, I need some help.
All right, so now you can roll again, but not at advantage because you already rolled the 5. So
Got it.
just roll the medicine check again. Hey.
Oh,
There you go.
So with Robert's assistance, Electo, you were about to like perform a tracheotomy or something, and Robert was like, "No, wait, like let's just you know, bandage him up and
let's not do that.
yeah, and so you managed to get him cooled off. The lightning, it mostly uh just burnt his skin and all of that, so you apply some bandages and some water, clean him up. He's fine. You stabilize him.
So just
Very cool.
as he stabilized, I'm gonna grab Electo by the arm, and as I sheath the blade, I'm gonna say, "You can't tell any of them about this blade.
Why?
It's just going to raise too many questions. It's got some kind of ties that you're already familiar with, and I don't want to go down that road just yet."
Hmm. All right, your secret's safe with me. Let's
And you
get
would have
this
noticed
guy.
each time I hit the guy with it that he didn't bleed, like the blood went into the blade.
Ooh, very interesting.
It didn't
Okay.
fly through the air or anything. It was just like quick and
Uh-huh.
clean.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, I'll say, all right, your secret's safe with me. Let's lug this guy back to the others, and I'll try to kind of pull him onto the carpet.
All right, so he is quite heavy in his armor provided by Lord Brynwolf's forces, and you're able to get him up onto the carpet, but like it's not easy. He's dead weight, and the chainmail and everything that he's wearing adds a significant amount of weight. So, you
I can always
guys.
walk if you want to take him on the carpet,
Oh no, there's
and I'll
enough.
just catch up.
There's enough
Well, and
carrying
we have the
capacity.
horse that he was riding.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, let me see if I can grab that. I'll like do an animal handling. See if I can just take the horse.
Oh yeah, definitely animal handling.
Then 19.
Yeah, a dirty 19, but still. Your 19 means that you did find the horsey horse, of course, and no one can ride a horse, of course, unless they roll above a 15, which you did. So ride that pony.
I'm gonna name him Shadow.
And give yourself a point of inspiration, Electo, for remembering to grab the horse.
Woot woot.
And Robert for thinking to go after that guy right away.
Yeah, I was actually gonna mention it sooner, but I remembered we were waiting for because of all the people that were poisoned. I didn't want to leave them until some like guard was there.
Yeah. And so you guys fly back. Anything in between now and then, or do you make it back and
I don't think
rejoin?
so. Yeah, I think we're just trying to get back to them to try to piece together what's going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, dump them with Lady Angelica.
So you guys rendezvous, uh, and now you have two assassins of Set, and one of them is Riggs's former captain Brower.
Hey Riggs, give me a hand. I'm gonna strip this bastard down. Let's get this fucking armor off him.
Oh, we jump back though, because I have a. I would have had that guy for a minute.
Yeah.
I
You
believe
guys
it's-
you guys would have had like probably 20 minutes or less, but still, yeah.
Well, so my dominate person lasts for a minute.
Okay.
It's not everlasting.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Yep.
I think what he's asking is if can we jump back when they left for us to kind of like finish the minute and then wait for them to
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else to ask this person.
So we asked him what the symbol was, who he's working for. He's working for Set, the
he's
god.
hired. He's told them that they were successful, so theoretically that will keep them off our back at least for a little while. I don't know that there's much more he can give us as far as questioning.
Yeah, who so he says he was sent by or he wasn't hired, he was kind of chosen by his god or whatever, but
No, he was hired by the guy who runs the guild. The guy, someone hired him. The guild sent the message to kill Riggs. The coin was the giveaway on who to target or when to set the poison on everybody.
Got it.
So he was a person who's pulling his strings. He doesn't know who, and we don't know who, and I don't think we're going to go after the whole guild. We want the person who hired him, which he can't give us.
Okay. So when the other guy comes back, what do you think we should?
Hold on. So, Angelica. So how long do I think I have on when they leave? How long do I think I have on the
30 seconds. I don't know.
30 seconds? Okay, so is anybody in the room with me with the guy, or are you guys still outside in the main room?
I'd be here now, actually, with you, unless you want to be alone.
Well, as I say, like, so I think basically it's going to be like she'll ask you guys to give her a second. That like, he poisoned all those people. There's no redemption for this person. He is waiting to die. It's time for him to go. Leave me alone for a second. And so I'll ask you guys to leave the room.
Okay.
Okay. Fuck, before you, I was just trying to think of what else to ask him before. I'm trying to like search
I
the
don't think
back of
there's
my brain.
anything. Yeah, I don't think this guy's any value.
Okay. I'm gonna go tend to those people that are dead up in the front. I'm gonna go.
So Angelica will, when they leave, basically turn around and like basically just go into a rage of like, you poisoned all those people. Like, she's gonna transform without thinking about it. The things on her arms will come out around his neck, and she'll just basically start smashing his head into the ground and screaming, like, not like silently screaming at him about like the frustration with her, like everything that she's been going through and the frustration she's feeling, and just rage until the guy is dead.
As his blood pools and splatters from repeated blows against the stone floor, his face no longer holds the cocky smirk that he held in life, nor any discernible features at all after being mashed into pulp. uh his limp arms hang off of what looks like a headless torso, and uh you're alone in the room with just your thoughts in your head for the time being, and a part of you wants to like eat his brain.
Um,
It's some weird thought, but it just like crosses your mind. Yeah, you're like, no.
I was actually gonna go the other way with that roll, but
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, I was gonna
I
go under 10.
oh
It was a coin flip, so
I figured the no 19 would save you from going down that road, but I mean
no.
it's your call, your character. So however you
No,
wanna.
I'll just stare at the puddle on the floor, and like, by that time I'll be aware that like they're coming back with the second person, so I'll just wait in the room, and when they get close enough, I'll let Electa know to bring the captain back to the back room of the tavern.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you know you guys all arrive, and Arn, after tending to everybody and making sure that the dead bodies are going to be properly burialed and rites observed. uh do you do like a standard peasant's funeral for them, or are you like coming out of your pocket to give them like a really nice funeral?
No, I think what I would do is I would just uh tell the people who work for me to send them back to their families and deliver them the news, and then I would leave 10 gold pieces with each body so that they can bury their
Yeah, that's
whoever.
generous. That's very generous. So, you know, as you know give them something for the funerals to make sure that they are remembered. Uh, the people take note of this and they don't like cheer. This isn't
Yeah, not a cheering moment.
yeah, but
They remember that. Yeah, I get it.
yeah, exactly. It, it's like, oh, that person is actually trying to help, and oh, it's actually the leader. Wow, holy
Oh, he's
cow.
actually human. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, having you do that buys you a lot of goodwill from the people, though it won't be immediately evident. Of course, it's something that just over time you'll now see that you have favor of the people.
All a part of my plan.
Yeah, and so you guys backroom it with the Brower captain. What what do you guys? Oh yeah, and if you're in the back room, then does that mean that the body is still bloodied and?
Yeah. So,
What?
so no, when they come in, like Angelica will be transformed, standing in like in the corner. The body will be on the floor, all mashed to bits, and Angelica will be covered in gore and like splatter from it. I assume the guy's awake now. Like,
The
Brower? Yeah.
yeah,
It'd be pretty weird if the other guy was.
no, yes, Brower's still awake, so that basically she'll when they come in, they'll just wrap the tentacle around his neck and bring him over and say like, "You've got one chance to tell us everything. This is it."
So you guys see Angelica like that, and she grabs him up. Uh, everybody's cool with that?
I look at it and I see her. So I was carrying this guy in kind of like a puppet. I had his hands are tied behind his back, right? I'm kind of just holding him up. It's extremely painful for his shoulders. And Angelica kind of wraps his her tentacles around his neck and like kind of rips it from my hands. And I kind of like um I don't want to say startled, but surprised by
She will have said
her
that out loud, so it's her voice is all demonic and
yeah. I'm like,
like
oh,
horrifying when he hears it.
and she snatches him away from me, and I kind of just like and turn away. I kind of just turn away a little tiny bit, and I go, "Oh, she is upset. She is not. She is not having
Um,
a good time."
Electo will look at the body on the floor, and even though he very much professes to not be religious, he will make kind of like a so not the sign of the cross, obviously, but like an equivalent sort of sign that
Right.
he would have learned from like Knossos culture from his mom, and he finds himself doing that kind of like instinctively in reaction to seeing the level of brutality that this person experienced.
Yeah, I kind of wince. I kind of wince as well as to the level of mashing she did to that guy. I don't know if I agree with the pleasure she took out of it. I don't know.
So Riggs, the body's on the floor, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He kind of walks in and he looks at Lady Angelica. He goes, "Oh, this is getting fun," and he goes down to the body and he whips out his rapier and he cuts off the guy's hand and smacks the captain in the face with it and says, "This will be the last time you crossed me."
Jeez, Riggs is gross too.
Well, Captain Brower is um pretty thoroughly shaken, not stirred at this moment, and And so
Can we? Sorry. Go ahead.
what? No, by all means.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. So he's already like stammering and fumbling for words, and as you know slap him with the dead hand, he just kind of uh blurts out like all kinds of information from the location of the guild headquarters in Al Qadim to the guild leader who had hired them what would it be 10 plus years ago now to kill your family. Well, to kill you, your family just got in the way, but you know, and that it was all done at Maxius's behest, and he spills all of that information for you.
Okay. Was he or I asked him, were you a part of the original hit?
Well, yeah, I'm the one who assigned the new guards who were just really from the Assassins Guild, you know, on the patrols that night, because I was the captain.
Okay. So Riggs takes his rapier out and cuts off his foot.
Wait. Don't you want to like fight me honorably?
No, you didn't try to fight me honorably.
No. just, just cuts his foot off.
Cuts his foot off. He's like, who wants a shot on him? This guy kills innocent people.
The way that you guys are treating these people aren't kind of like he's completely turned around at this point. He's like not even looking. He thinks that this is a little bit too much, but he doesn't really
Yeah,
know
I
how
mean,
to stand up against you guys yet. He can stand up against anybody else, but when he sees you guys doing things, he's like, "Oh,
I'm
this
gonna
is weird."
walk over to Arn and go, you know, I've done worse than this, but it still ain't sitting right. You want to go out, step out of here?
I go,
I say, I'm gonna step out just outside the door. These guys seem
Yeah,
to be having methods that I don't exactly agree with.
yeah.
I
I'll
go,
offer Arn one of my smokes as we step out of the room.
I turn to Lady Angelica and go, your turn.
I'll just release his neck and say that you can finish him. He killed your family. Um, there's a window? Is there enough room for me to like leave through there, or is there a door there in the corner? I can't quite tell.
No, so the door that leads in and out of here is just the one door that you
Mhm.
guys are blocking off. There isn't a window, but there is one of those like trench things for like cleaning out the castles.
Mm.
So like if you polymorphed into something small like a cat, you could get out.
Wait,
Okay.
can I say something to Angelica before she takes off? If you
Sure.
do take off.
Yeah.
No, so if you're like gonna take off and I see you before you take off, I kind of grab you by your arm and I say, "Please do not scare my people."
Yeah. No,
And in kind of an upset voice, he's like, "Please do not scare my people."
I'm gonna transform into like an owl, a bird of an owl or something you can see at night, and fly up to the top of the keep. Land on the roof and transform back, and just sit up on the roof, and then sleep up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would I have recognized any of, like, maybe not necessarily the names, but any of the information about the Al Qadim, information about like a guild or like any of the important people?
So everybody kind of knows about the followers of Set, the death cult of Set. But it's like the Illuminati, you know, to where like everybody knows about them or supposedly, but like there's a lot of misinformation and conflicting information, and are they even real? Who knows, you know? But like it's like that, you know.
Got it.
So yes, you're able to identify a lot of what he's saying as being like, okay, that's a real place, and yeah, you know, that matches up with some of what I've heard about these, you know, people. So yeah.
And Riggs turns to the group and he goes, "Can you give me a few moments alone with him? And can somebody hold my wig?"
Ugh.
Well, you know, Riggs, I'm already cursed. If you want me to do this for you, you don't have to do this. I can make sure he's good and done with. I mean, it ain't going to matter in my soul none, but you may still, you know, you can't come back from this.
I'll be fine. I know what I need to do.
I'm just
All right.
throwing this out there, but we could always let me live.
Yeah, I mean, we got all the sorry, this is out of character, by the way. We got all the information that we can out of these guys. They don't know much more. They were just given a job, right? Just like out of
No, no, no.
character.
He knew me,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
he
like
betrayed
pertaining
me.
to the cult and like to the. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
okay,
Oh yeah,
all right
yeah.
then.
He gave you everything with that, but no, Riggs is 100% right. Like this guy had, you know, dinner with him. You know,
Yeah, totally.
maybe not frequently, maybe not best friends, but they were friends. You know, so yeah.
Okay, totally. I'm just sorry. I'm just making sure. Okay, and then I say, yeah, yeah. I walk out the room and I'll grab your wig, dude.
But also, like I said, you know, counter proposal, we let me live.
I close the door behind us when we walk out.
And Riggs turns to him like you did to my family. Did you let them live?
If I tell you yes and where they are, will you let me live?
What do you mean? I
If I
saw them die.
Oh, well then I guess I can't lie to you then.
You can try.
I was going to. I was going to tell you that your family lived and that they've been held by Maxius.
For this long?
Yeah, I didn't say it was going to be a very good lie.
Well, I think it's time for us to end this chapter. And he has his rapier and he just starts, I don't know, chopping him up.
Poking him in his liver.
Yeah, yelling really loudly, kind of out of control, and just basically massacres the guy.
Yeah, you Inigo Montoya him at first where you give him the slash across the cheeks, you know, and then you start to slash him deeper and harder on the shoulders, on the legs. You know, you're just striking him until you're just taking the rapier and beating him with it like a whip, like a, you know, just rapidly slashing into him harder and harder as the uh, screams. You didn't even realize, you know, that you were screaming louder than he was, and that he has stopped screaming 27 hacks ago. You know, he screamed his last, and the deafening screams aren't his, they're yours. And through a mask of blood and tears that streak down your face, you're barely able to see your way out of the room. Your hands tremble with the spent rage and exertion, and you're unable to sheathe your rapier as it just drags along limp at your side.
And is the group out there, or are they away?
I like to imagine that like they gave you enough space to where they weren't just on the other side of the door like listening, in, but are probably close enough to where, somebody's, you know, nearby within 100 feet or whatever.
Yeah. So I just, after I'm done, I just walk out like with like a blank look on my face, just looking down, not noticing anything around me. Walk out of the inn and go back or try to find the room I was staying in, and just ignoring everything around me.
Yeah, so you guys see him walk past with the blood covering him, and then he kind of wanders around before eventually finding his room, if anybody like pays attention to where he ends up. He does like make it back to his room after leaving some bloody handprints, you know, along the way.
Tough day for Riggs.
Yep. And I just take my clothes off and go to bed.
Although you guys probably don't see that unless you like snuck in.
Okay, so I would have after dealing with whatever freaking chaos just happened, and like Lady Angelica kind of goes to the roof, and Riggs deals with what he has to do, and Robert kind of walks off to smoke a cigarette, and I imagine me and Electo is kind of just staring off in the distance, and I kind of shake him, like I say, "Come on, we have to get back to the paperwork," and then I start walking him to the office with me.
Look at you becoming responsible.
I know it's like 12 o'clock, but this needs to be done today. We're leaving tomorrow.
Also, we have a whole bunch of new paperwork to like make sure that something is done about all the poison that just got served to the patrons of the pub.
Yeah, we're coming.
So we need taxes to deal with that.
Yeah, so me and Electra spend the rest of the night doing, uh, legal work.
So the bottom line
You
is that they need 3,500 gold pieces to make Kingdom run.
Okay, 1 second.
Well, Arn, I know you said you were opposed to taxes, but even if we have 3,500 gold pieces right now, we're going to continue to need chunks of money. Um, Maybe the way to go, since this is a small area, would if you were to give a talk in the morning to the townspeople and just let them know, kind of open door style, that we need to get some money together in order to make sure a travesty like this doesn't happen again.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think you're right.
Yeah, we can't pay for every single thing out of our own pockets. I think people are going to have to help.
We just have to convince them that they're helping.
Yeah, you helped them, and in order for you to help them, you need everyone to help the community.
All right. So the governors of your town say we will implement a tax that will cover these expenses then.
Yeah, I want most of the taxes to be used against or for medical and improving the immediate area around the keep. We need to get this place back into running shape. The keep is nice, but I don't want the rest of the town to look decrepit and my keep to look nice.
Yeah.
And Lord Brynjolf should make a speech in the morning to the local townspeople explaining the purpose of these tax dollars so that the goodwill of the people is fostered.
Oh, for sure. But like at the end of the day, it's us governors who have to enforce this tax. So like that's why we're here bothering you with this paperwork, is to make sure that we know like what you want us to do about this, cuz you said not to tax these peasant serfs.
Yeah, I know about 12 hours ago, I'm aware. But now that I'm sitting here looking at every single bill, we need to figure this shit out. If they're going to be using the benefits, we have to charge them a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, we we spend the rest of the night doing legal paperwork, and then if we want to do the speech in the morning, I can do the speech in the morning.
Yeah. So if you work everything out with them throughout the night, it takes a lot of like negotiating, how much should we tax, should it be a general tax if you own like any animals, or should it be a specific tax different for cows and sheep and all of that, like all of the little details of the legalese of that need to be worked out, and you find it to be a little tedious, and like at first it doesn't seem important, like if we just tax everybody, 1 copper piece per head of animal, and then it's explained to you how like that's totally unfair because cows are worth this much and goats are only worth it,
Yeah.
so every
Actually, Wolf, I got an idea. It might be simpler. Just
I
tax
don't,
the river. You
I
got
don't
boats
think you're here
coming.
in the office with us, Robert.
Oh, okay, well, I could suggest it another time, like the night before. But if you tax the river and the
Mhm.
people of the town enforce it, and tax people who don't live here, they'll be eager to enforce it. They'll be taxing the river.
I for now I'm just gonna do whatever the normal thing is. I don't want to do anything crazy. I'm trying to get good favor and not ruin everything.
No, I'm just saying you're taxing the people. I'm telling you, the people can tax the people who travel through your town. It's a lot easier to
Oh, you mean
tax
toll, like a
outsiders.
toll?
That's what you call it, yeah.
Okay. Maybe in the future. We need to see how it goes with just regular taxes. I don't want to start enforcing rules uh, on something that I do not control the domain of.
Plus, also remember that if you charge a toll, that works all good and fine until somebody stronger than you comes along.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to have to enforce with force. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to hire guards that like charge pirates to go up the river. Like fuck that. Just I don't want to deal with it.
So, yeah, you work out the minutia of everything, and you try to get it as favorable as possible, um, but you still have to give a speech that goes like this: Citizens, here is what I give you, and now I need you to cough up some money for all of that. And like you can sugarcoat it and make it all, pretty and everything as much as you want, but historically speaking, anytime the speech ends with "and now I need you to give me money," it usually is not received very well.
Yeah.
When, when,
So well, go
when the
ahead.
speech ends and he says that, Lady Angelica and Lady Anna will walk up and say that we're proud and grateful to be part of rebuilding this great region, and we will give him the 3,000 gold to start the kitty, and say that it is our honor to help these fine people and to see these people help themselves.
A fine donation from the Korjakura family. Thank you.
Wow.
You see,
Yeah.
every citizens, I do not come to make money off of you. I merely come to improve your lives. Um, We need medical attention for the incidents that happened yesterday, and these roads need to be fixed if we want more people coming into our town and purchasing from you merchants and you weaponsmiths and cobblers, farmers. All of you need assistance here, and we will be doing that for you. Unfortunately, that costs money, and we will be getting the construction started with this donation, but we need you to continue um, giving us the the reciprocity of your taxes.
So,
So yeah, we want money.
Lady Angelica, you get a point of inspiration for coming up and doing that. It it would normally have been like a help check, to give advantage, but instead I'm just going to give you the point of inspiration, and then Arn, you can decide whether you spend one of your 2 points on it or not.
I'm gonna turn to Electo while we're watching and say, my old man told me that when you tax your first coin, you make your first enemy. But it's got to be done, I guess.
That could be true, but if we don't have the buy-in of the people, we can't run an entire town by ourselves. They need to be participating as well.
So then,
You would be rolling persuasion, and you can spend one of your inspiration points to give yourself advantage if you want.
okay, I'm rolling what again? Persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion.
Okay, I will be using my inspiration. So I do say, you see, we're not afraid to spend money out of our own pockets to improve this area, and then I'm gonna make my check. We are not more than you. We're not less. We are close to equal, as much as we can be. Sorry, I'm looking. Oops, I forgot to click advantage. Here we go.
Yeah,
20.
and so the difficulty class was going to be 25, because you're, like I said, trying to get people to be happy about you saying that now they owe you money. And Lady Angelica coming up and giving the first round of money, thereby
A large round.
thereby reducing everybody's bill by 6/7. Like
For the first year, at least.
yeah, well, right, but still, that's a lot. If
Yeah.
everybody in town owed, say, 50 gold pieces, now they only owe like uh
Five or
nine, eight,
six.
yeah,
Yeah, who
eight,
knows?
seven, yeah, like hardly any, like 7 gold pieces. So
The family that I give the 10 gold to, the mothers come up and they like throw coins at me because I'm their god now. No, I'm kidding. I'm just making that up.
yeah, yeah. So they do um like grumble a little bit about everything, but they cheer Lady Angelica and Arn after she gives the money at the end there. So like they grumbled as you were like explaining everything, but then Lady Angelica came up and saved the day, and so now everybody was like, oh, instead of owing 50 gold pieces each, we only owe like 7. Well, we can do that.
Yes, and with the generous taxation, not the generous, and with the taxation of the rest of the city here, we will be sure to provide wonderful services for every citizen.
We will be very generous with our taxations and beatings of the masses.
No police violence. Arn will come over here and smack the police around. This is a safe. This he's gonna try to make it the safest city by enforcing drug laws
That
and
always
locking
works.
everyone up. Yeah, he's gonna lock everybody up. The safest city ever.
We're going to build the first private prison in Tekken.
Yeah.
Well, with taxes, you're gonna need laws. You're gonna need lawmen.
Well, we follow the Lagenberg law, of course. But we're not making our own.
Yeah, we'll
Law.
borrow their law enforcement.
Yeah.
As we're like walking away, I imagine Angelica's mother's like, "Well, that was nice," and mentally, Angelica will say, "We're just you and I. We're just monsters. Like there's no forgiveness for us. We're just monsters."
Dang, mean to your own mom.
I'm frustrated with her evasiveness.
I know.
She says,
Yeah.
she says back to you that she knows what she was, and that is why she is trying to find a way to correct it.
There's no going backwards. Everything that's done is done. Some sins can't be forgiven.
No, but they can be stopped.
These people would hunt me down in the streets and string me up and tear me apart, and I will bear that burden my whole life. So you will bear that burden my whole life, your whole life.
Yes.
Dang, she's getting serious with her mom.
She just looks at you and says yes. All right. So, now with some more, structure in place to keep the city rolling, well,
we stayed up till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning last night. Me, Lecto and I in that office finishing the last paperwork.
yeah, you guys are finally able to get some rest and food, and everybody enjoys the relative comfort. Certainly more comfortable than being out on the open road. Of being here in Arn's Eagle's Rest. It might not be a completed or extremely wealthy castle, but they have food and beds and people who are effectively, courtier or not courtiers, concierges, you know, um, to where you're just like, go get me some fresh fruit, and they'll go bring you the freshest fruit that the town has to offer, or so here in the castle you guys can enjoy getting some pretty decent rest, and you might take advantage of it for a day or 2 days, or however long. But Anna, Lady Kojoroku, is very anxious to rescue her son.
Yeah, I think we would rest about a day. After Lady Angelica tells us that Dragos is trapped. As soon as everybody is, done resting, we will be sure to leave right away. We're not going to wait too long. I know from what Electo said that we can find people who have really. If we're going to find some people with really powerful magic, they're probably going to be in Al-Qadim, due to the wizard college that is there. So we're going to go ahead and just, I guess, try to get lucky and find some wizard who wants to help us there.
With the small problem of me not being supposed to enter the country.
Yeah, we need to find somebody that not that's your friend, but somebody that can get us in touch with a wizard who knows how to travel between planes or break curses or spells or whatever.
So
I do have a question. I think it might be the same question that David has. So with I would know this in character, I think. So with me being exiled, right, is that kind of just like a don't get caught, don't show your face sort of thing? Or is there potentially some type of like magical ward or something that would alert people to my presence were I to cross the border?
No, they don't have you tagged magically like that, but your former captain exiled you, and so anyone who recognizes you that works for him would basically execute you on site, and anybody else who like becomes aware of you being wanted by him, being exiled by him, would be able to like bounty hunt you. And so you're pretty much safe anywhere except for where that captain or people who recognize you and know that that captain wants you would be.
Got it. Okay.
But of course that captain is pretty powerful and controls a large swath of territory along the main trade route, so like avoiding him is also not very easy.
We'll just stay away from any military.
That might be tricky. But when we get there, I'll tell the group, and I've kind of talked to them about my situation. I'll tell them there are some spells that I don't currently have mastered, but I believe I could master if I were to be able to study them, that I think would help me be able to evade detection. So that's something I would like to try to look into as soon as we can once we arrive.
And what do you think the best way? I was thinking we'd travel by the river. That to me seems to be the best way. But we probably want to get off and find a different way once we get close to Al-Qadim, because I'm sure there's people. The ports, I'm sure, are well guarded.
Can we rent a boat from a ship person here in the city? Like somebody that can take us at least to the bottom of the mouth of the river before Al Qadim, and then we can walk the rest of the way.
Yeah, maybe from Langenberg.
I was gonna say in Langenberg, yes. Here in Eagles Rest, no.
Okay, so then we can walk. It's only a few hours to Langenberg because we're really close anyway. So we're gonna walk to Langenberg, and then we're gonna catch a boat there to quickly go to the mouth of the river and then walk to Al Qadim. Because going in through a port is not a good idea. That's kind of David's right.
I mean, if we think that it would take less than an hour, I have the ability to make myself invisible, and I have that masquerade tattoo. I know I don't use it very much, but I can cast disguise self on myself once a day with that. So if I don't think that there's, magical wards looking for me in particular, I mean, maybe I would know, maybe I wouldn't, about if they would have some magical sense or something when like people are entering the area, but we don't.
Like the palaces have magical protections for stuff like that, but not the cities and all of that.
Yeah. So, and both of those spells last for an hour. So as long as no funny business happened, and it didn't take. I mean, and even if it did take more than an hour, I don't think it's going to take more than 2 hours, right? I can be disguised as somebody else, and then if that wears off for some reason, cast invisibility on myself.
And I can polymorph you if necessary as well.
Yeah.
You be a mouse.
Anyway,
yeah, if I don't think that they're going to be looking for like magical deception like that, then that would probably be what I would suggest.
Well, let's head for Langenberg to get a boat and head down the river.
Yeah, everybody agree with that?
Yep.
Riggs, you okay, man?
I am great.
All right. I don't know if you noticed, but I did kind of wring out your wig before I give it back to you. I don't know if that bothered you.
It's okay. I appreciate it.
Yeah, there was like 40 ticks in there. It's kind of weird.
What'd you do to it?
Uh, this may be a new wig. I may have burned your old wig and got you another one.
Riggs, did you wash up before or after
Yeah.
bed? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So yeah, Riggs is wearing new clothes and is all washed up and looking much better than when you last saw him.
All right, Riggs, let's get going. Robert, just keep an eye out for anybody following us.
Well, I got this horse now, Shadow. I'll be able to keep back and catch up. But
all
I
right,
got to ask you a favor first, Lord Brimwell, before we leave.
before we leave this town.
Yeah, I just want to talk with you for a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm just going to pull Arn aside and be like, look, I'm going to be real honest with you here. If you had someone you cared about, did you bring them around, Lady Angelica, after what we've seen?
Lady Angelica has done nothing to harm me or the innocent people around us. I know what she is, and I know what the consequences of her getting caught are. Um, I do care about Lady Angelica as much as I would care for my own brother or my sister. Um,
Well,
so would
would
I
you would
bring
you mind
anybody
me
around?
asking? Would you mind me asking you a favor?
What's
Since
the favor?
I got this girl Selena, I don't really feel comfortable taking her with us. You know, a lot of crazy things have happened in a short period of time since I've been in this group. Would you be opposed to letting her stay in your keep?
There are many rooms in the keep. Anything for your significant other. That is fine.
I'll and to pay you back is I maybe have a surprise for her. She's got a crystal ball. She can look in on people. So
Uh,
maybe if she's being nice and she may be pissed at me, you never know. But all things considered, we might be able to take a look at somebody, see what they're doing.
I'm
Maybe
sure
let her.
she'll be safe in the keep. That is completely fine with me. I don't mind.
All right. So then once I drop back from the party, I'll use the sending stones to give her the location of Lord Brynwolf's keep and just say, just wait for me to come back. Hopefully, we ain't gonna be in convene too long. I only get 25 words, so I'll keep it short directions, and then hopefully I'll be back.
These coordinates. If I don't die, see you later.
I always come back.
Yeah. Yeah. And they get to send a message back, right? So they send.
Yeah, 25 words. So I don't know. It's probably a week out of behind us on the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah. So they send.
I do tell her to watch her back. Oh, make sure she watches her back though. There's some weird stuff going around in the town. Just keep to herself and don't tell her not to say anything about us. Okay.
Selena she does woman's work, and I'm not saying that in a sexist way, but she, in this world, women know how to handle themselves.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh, and especially Arn, where you come from, like the women fight alongside the men. So yeah, like women definitely know how to handle themselves where you come from. So you know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, they're usually smarter than us barbarians.
So uh as you guys go to Langenberg, it's actually pretty easy to find somebody who will boat you down the river. How far are you trying to get?
Can we get a map, please?
Yep, I was just pulling it up.
Yeah, I'll be able to tell you exactly when we get a map. So yeah, we just kind of show up. Do I have to check in with Lord? Don't tell me. Long Pike. When I get into the town. I,
So
I will just I will send a message with any courier nearby, like at the entrance of the town. They know it's me. I get there and I say, tell Lord Longpike that we will be in the harbor for a couple hours. If he needs anything, to reach back to us before we leave.
yeah, I mean, you can do that.
Yeah, just in case. I don't want him to get offended that that we came and didn't say hi at least. So I'm just gonna say like we're like on a really quick time crunch. We are in the town if you need anything from us.
Yeah, yeah, and so you send notice that you are um going to be in Langenberg, and so you have given him, your proper respect and all of that. Uh, and you beg his forgiveness that you will be unable to, attend him at Castle Langenberg and feast at his table or attend any of his dances or anything like that. Um, that you are on a mission of great uh, importance, and celerity is key. And so you send that message. How he receives it is unknown to you, so you don't know if he reads it and he's like, "What? Screw that guy! I'm gonna strip him of his lordship," or if he's like, "Oh yeah, that's totally cool." Uh, but
Totally, yeah. I don't really think twice about doing that.
yeah, but either way, that's what you do. You send the message and he gets it. You go to Langenberg and are able to charter a boat, but so Langenberg, is below Gordaland to the left there, and then following the river east, the next town is Waterran. They're
I'm sorry. The map is black for us. I'm so sorry.
It's black.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
see anything on the map.
yeah. There's nothing on the map.
What?
Sorry. If you were saying town names, I'm like we are not looking at the same thing.
Oh,
Yeah, there we
cause
go.
yeah. So below Gordaland is Langenberg there, and if you follow the river to the east, below Benhemia, the next port over there, that's Waterran, right where the twin rivers meet.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh,
And
okay. I see.
and then further down is what's that town's name? But that's like the last little town before you would be in Al Qadim, and then you
Uh,
can take the river all the way out to the ocean. But boats big enough to sail out in the ocean generally don't go past Waterran, because there's really no reason for it, and they tend to get stuck in the shallower, narrower parts of the river by Langenberg.
So we were in Waterend for a while. Do we know if there's tolls in Waterend on the rivers?
Yes.
So like, are ships inspected before they go through Waterend?
Not like this isn't the TSA,
Yeah.
but uh, yeah, I mean ships are inspected to some degree depending on exactly where they are and all of that, cuz like so Water Ran ships that want to dock and unload are inspected before they're just given permission to start unloading. But if you're just sailing past water ran up the river to Langenberg or whatever, or up the other river towards Roord and the other cities up there, um, if you're just sailing past it, then you might be given like a quick glance from somebody on the dock. They're not like gonna board you and start opening crates or anything.
Got it. So the city we need to go to, is it that port, the anchor port, directly under the queue? Is that where we need to go?
Yes, that's
That's where Electo is.
that's
That's the-
Alquadim proper, the city Alquadim, and also where the guild headquarters is located.
All
So
right.
how about
So go ahead.
how about this? We take the boat down to where the Langdonboard border hits Waterran, and it looks like it basically we also hits the border of Al Qadim.
Trisex right there. Yeah.
Yeah, good call. Cross there, and we can. That what sort of town is that first one right there near that intersection?
The northern one, on the road, on the main
Yeah.
road.
Yeah, that's a ancient city that used to be a part of the Caledonian Empire back when this highway was built. This massive stone road that was built by the Caledonian emperors in order to, it was the autobahn of their time, and it allowed them to move troops, but it also allows for trade. And so for hundreds of years, anybody who lives along these roads has like a very clear and safe path to trade with their neighbors, except for now it's like fallen into ruin going west past New Eglia and all that. But like, don't worry about that. That's not the important part. The important part is that here by Al Qadim, the Al Qadimese Shah valued the trade route so much that he spent a good deal of his forces conquering it, and so that city has now been an Al Qadimese outpost and trade route stop for like 300 years. So it's kind of like
Like a trade
Baghdad.
hub.
Yeah, to where it's like a an important trade hub, part of that nation, but also like um there's a lot of war that happens around there, so like, it's warriors and merchants.
Oh,
Uh,
like
con-
Have I
like
been there before?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
well, so would Electo be comfortable going back through there, or would that be too high risk?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that travel through there. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
Baghdad, so
So yeah,
People come and go. Yeah.
let's go through there, and then we can travel. We can sort of bounce the cities down to that river and take the river to
South.
yeah.
Yeah, yep, exactly. What you're saying is perfect. We're gonna bounce from city to city and then take the river south to. Let's just get to this first town and then we can go from there. We just need to find out somebody that can point us towards a person who specializes in breaking curses, I guess.
Well, and I do have, my own reasons for wanting to go back to the city. But so if we need to look for someone who's well versed in magic, I can think of someone who, if he's still alive, would be potentially open to helping me.
Well, finally, you give us information. Jeez. Okay, perfect. We have a lead.
Yep. So let's take the river down to that border where it intersects, but just before it crosses into the Waterran region, cross there into Al Qadim and head to the city, and from the city we'll bounce south and work our way down.
Yeah, I like where David's mind is at because I do not. I don't. He think so. He kind of did think that we were dead, or at least half of us were dead. So I don't want to show up again there. Let's just
Yeah.
let's just get off early and then go south to the Baghdad area, like you were talking about on the main road, and then we can head south. That's perfect.
Yeah. So, you guys go down there, and although it's not like marked on the map with a trade route and all of that, because it's not um a super used route, that is a stop off area. There's like a little dock and everything built, a couple of buildings, like a wayward inn kind of thing, like a last stop.
Yeah, it's a rest stop on a highway. Yeah,
Yeah, so this is like a trucker stop, you
a
know.
common place where people stop. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and so you guys are able to find a boat that'll take you there. It's gonna cost you 5 gold pieces each.
That's fine to get there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, we'll pay for that.
yeah. So you guys get charged, and they drop you off down there after a couple of days, and there's the standard, oh look, there's a bunch of giant frogs, and uh oh look out, there's a dire alligator, but you guys are of the level and power now where those kinds of encounters don't need to be played out every time.
Yeah, we quickly dispose of any rabid beasts that attack us.
Yeah, exactly. Like, even if you don't kill an entire nest of them, maybe you just make a big show and scare them off, and that's all it took. So you managed to make it down the river, and I'm just being clear about that because it's not like uh, there's any less of these lower level encounters. It's just there's no reason to roll them every time.
Oh yeah, I get it. It's still a wasteland, like a badland. Like there's still a bunch of things, but where we just don't need to clog up the travel. I understand what you mean. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
It's still a dangerous journey. Yeah,
Well, dangerous for lower level
regular people.
humans. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The commoners and the low level adventurers, they're still in danger, but you guys have learned to survive the dangers of the fire swamp. So,
Yes, we're experienced.
as you make it to this, rest area that leads down to the highway of kings, um, you are amongst merchants and travelers hawking their wares and trying to sell you maps of the upcoming area. uh Electo, you would be very aware of the fact that the Alcodemese people consider travelers to basically be like tourists in Hollywood, like, suckers to be taken advantage of and sold phony maps of the stars and everything. And so, there's just a line of people trying to sell you maps to get around, and trying to sell you decanters of endless water, even though, like, they probably aren't even magical.
Right. I'll tell the group most of this is going to be overpriced garbage. We can buy what we need when we're further in.
And they get up in Lady Angelica and Arn's and Lady Anna's faces, and they're like, "You guys are gonna stick out like sore thumbs. Uh, you need these," and they hold up what look like just ordinary tan cloaks.
No, thank you.
Uh, Riggs will not wear that. It's not stylish enough.
You don't understand. These'll hide you and make you blend in with the desert.
We'll take our chances. Thanks.
We've got a ways before we get to the desert, anyways. So
Yeah. I mean, a week.
Yeah, these are just tourist traps. Yeah. Let's just
Yeah. Most of them are. There might be some real stuff here, but that's. So
to be searched for. Yeah.
as you guys push on past everyone, you do see a couple of like healer temple, like hastily constructed tents, um, and a bunch of people like in the healers tents.
My curiosity will be piqued. I don't know if I'm just going to walk over there, but I'm definitely kind of observing, trying to see what might be going on.
You see that the healers walking around the tents um, are very busy. They are doing the sawbones work of cutting off legs and limbs that need to be amputated. Uh, a battle has been fought recently, and these are the wounded left behind.
Out of curiosity, we if there's like somebody eating lunch or anybody on a break, we say uh I can see there was a battle recently. How many are hurt?
Dozens, hundreds. These are mostly uh, Bohemians, but there's a few Alquidames in there as well.
Why are Benhemians being helped here in Akadim?
Because the healers of the light heal everyone. They're not servants of the Shahs of Al-Qadim.
what? Where was the fighting? Who was fighting? What is the battle?
The forces of Benhemia are trying to retake the land that they claim is theirs.
I recently heard that they were advancing on Langenberg as well. It seems to be that they're making push for territory again.
Where is their army now?
A week north, they rode towards Langenberg.
Oh, so they passed through here and then went north up to Langenberg.
Yeah, after they crushed the Al-Qudamese forces here.
How strong were their forces? Very large army, or how did it look?
I wasn't here.
I guess you're a doctor. Yeah, you're not really. Well, that's not good to hear. They went up towards Langenberg. Fuck, I don't know what to say.
Is there any way we could find like Lady Anna and Lady Angelica will go looking for any officers or anybody who's a soldier of some rank in the tent or nearby and ask for more information on the Bohemian army and who is at the command and how long ago since they passed through.
Hey, where are you going? You can't go in there. Those are surgical tents. You're going to contaminate them.
Well, I'm saying nearby. We're not going to go in, but we'll go around it looking for an officer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's just a bunch of healers walking around in the tents, and then if you catch a glimpse inside any of the tents, it's just rows and rows of bodies. You can't like identify anyone.
There are no healthy soldiers here at all.
No, just amputees and badly injured people. Anyone healthy enough was like forced to keep marching.
There are other citizens around, or just the doctors.
Oh, there's other citizens over by the other places, but here by the first aid tents, the healers tents, it's just the doctors.
Well, so we'll go back over to the regular tents and start asking some questions there about anyone who saw the forces, saw the battle, and how long ago they passed through, and who was leading the Bohemian forces.
Oh, there's as many stories as there are, travelers. Everybody saw the army, saw the dust cloud being kicked up by it. They saw Maxius himself ride in on a dragon, and this other guy saw the Shah's armies riding elephants and stampeding the cavalry of Bohemia, and you know so everybody's got a story.
With detect thought, am I able to suss out which ones are accurate at all?
Yeah, most of the people are just describing like second and third hand reports of stuff, telephone game stuff. Uh, Nobody gets that close to a battle like this because that's how you end up as a casualty.
Totally.
I will use suggestion to send a message to King Longpike to warn him that Maxius is on the march towards them.
Thank you. I was gonna at least say, can we at least tell them, like warn them that they're coming from the south, or at least we think that they're coming from the south?
Yeah. So.
Or I'm sorry, not suggestion. That's not the wrong spell. It's
Sending.
Message or sending?
Yeah, yep, that's the one I wanted.
So.
Man, but like, sorry guys, out of character. I don't know. Uh, man, I don't know if Arn wants to go. You know what I mean? Like, if there's people gonna go fight, I know it's annoying, but
No, I mean
mm,
it's a whole army. There's 5 of us.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, what can I do? I mean, but I can do a lot.
Well,
Do they know? Does the person know who's sending? I guess they'll know your
Yeah,
voice in
they
their
do.
head.
I mean, yeah, they'll build my voice would appear as normal when it's through sending, so it wouldn't be upset. I would maybe preface it as a companion of Lord Brimwolf that has sent. Lord Brimwolf has asked me to send this message to you that Maxius is on the march again, heading towards you from the south. He's attacked Al Qadim, and they're. And I'll give it the best estimate of his force size that I can, based on what sort of numbers I heard.
Yeah. Also, I like how the sequence of events goes. Hey, Long Pike, just passing through. No time to stay and chat. Oh yeah. By the way, there's an army coming.
Yeah,
I know it's weird. Yeah,
theoretically, at least
We-
like a couple of days have passed. But
Yeah.
a few days have passed.
Can we
yeah.
find out who's like? Is there anybody who would know who's leading that army?
well, they've said Maxius, and
Yeah, many quote unquote eyewitnesses said Maxius is.
How
leading
far
the
is Waterran? Like, how far back is it?
far.
Like a week and a half by the road.
Oh shit. Okay. It just crossed my mind. I wondered if we could make it to Waterran before Maxius gets home.
Well, yeah, because he's not headed home. They're headed north to. They are headed to Langenberg
to finish the
to the
job.
north. So
Yeah.
that is the other option. Is we can go. We can take a shot at Waterran. That the city would be fairly empty. We could go for Cromwell. We could go for the cult people.
You know what we can do? We can get the princess. What's her name again? The people, the person that
Belladonna?
everybody likes.
Yeah,
Remember, she's
Belladonna.
trapped as well. We couldn't get her out.
Yeah. So Waterran is a more available target to us.
Yeah, if Maxius isn't there, because he kind of set me on my ass in that last fight, and I assume he's stronger. Yeah.
And so that is if we are going to engage that storyline, it's Waterran, I think. And truthfully, we could go. I mean, we could go to Waterran, discreetly cause trouble. Like the best way we could probably help Longpike is to go to Waterran,
Cause chaos.
and cause chaos, like start fires, cause trouble, kidnap the pig. Hopefully, she wants to go with us, but kidnap her if we have to. That would bring him back in a hurry. That would
We can't
split his-
fight him head on, but we can definitely mess up his inner workings. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do things to slow him down.
And
But
sorry, go ahead.
I was to say, so we could even, if it, like, how long did it take us to get to the river? From the river to where we are now?
Like 3 days.
So we could try and turn. Would it be faster to go back to the river and take the river down, or faster to go by the road?
That's a good idea. I don't know.
Or do I know of any
River.
teleportation things in Waterran?
A teleportation circle in Waterran? No,
Mhm.
not in Waterran.
Okay.
So, okay, so I mean, do we? This is an opportunity to jam Maxius up. We probably don't get to engage him directly, but we can stop his advance, or at least split his forces and give Longpike a better chance. Or we can just say fuck it and go deal with our own shit.
Well, if the characters discussed it like in character, then Robert would definitely tell you that he's got no problem putting the blade to some of Maxius's shit.
Riggs would be the same. So
Robert lived in Waterran for 10 years, so he knows everybody there very well.
Okay,
if we're discussing this in character, then I really must remind you that Maxius and Waterran and Langenberg are nothing compared to the fate of the world if we don't rescue your brother.
Yeah, and
yeah, your mom would say that. Yeah, she would be like, no, we don't got time. Yeah. Fuck. What a pickle you put me in.
So with the telepathic link, like I would not include my Lady Anna in the telepathic link, and I would basically say that I don't think her concerns need to be paramount.
So I know out of character, we know that there is probably something happening. Like we know that something's happening, but our characters would think like, oh, this is a good time to really maybe kind of peg them down a notch a little,
Sure. Oh, absolutely. And just, in case it needs to be said again, I'll say it again. This is a choose your own adventure world. So
I'm aware. It's just what kind of knight would I, or like I guess not vassal, but you know what I mean. What kind of lord would I be if I didn't do something?
Also, I mean, theoretically, like Langenberg is well defended. The Eagle's Rest is not.
Yeah, and you also don't have an army, so like aside from, contributing your own sword, which I get it, you're a player character, you can, take out a bunch of NPCs, but when you're talking about an army of NPCs, if you don't have an army, you're not going to take them all out.
Oh no, totally. I don't mean going to fight Maxius. I mean, what we could do is we can go to Waterran and take his validity away, like his like legitimacy, his wife. Like if his wife's not there, he's not king. He's just the duke, you know what I mean? Like he's not the actual king until they have a kid, right? He's just the husband of
We could cause a lot
the
of
queen.
trouble there. And,
Yeah,
I mean, theoretically, we could also teleport to Langenberg to the sewer, and then aid
get there before him.
directly. Yeah, aid directly in the defense. But I don't know that I don't know that that's as valuable as basically asymmetrical attacks in Waterland.
I agree with you. Like most of the forces are going to Langenberg, and there's a few guards in the castle, probably. You know what I mean? Like the whole army's not there.
Well, I mean, he
And
lives
how
in a
much
house.
stronger are we really than the last time that we fought Maxius? Why would we think it would go any different in a
We're
head
3
on?
levels higher than the last time we fought Maxius.
Well, but I'm sure he's also,
It's cheating, but
He's cheating. Yeah.
well, so again, I don't think we go at him directly. We can't make him fight us fairly. We can't get him out in the open.
It's not going to change anything. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, so
if we want to involve ourselves, I think Waterran is the play.
Mhm.
I mean, so Riggs, you would want to go to Waterran because it would give you a chance to stick your thumb in Maxius's proverbial eye.
Pretty much. That's it.
Okay, if we're talking about this in character, then Arn will definitely kind of be sitting down on the floor, kind of thinking with you guys, and you guys say like, this is probably the best move to go. We should go to Waterran. Like this is a good time to strike. I would kind of swallow my fear of letting everybody die, or like hoping that they can defend themselves. I mean, they're a strong nation, and I would say I think if we make a detour to Waterran, it shouldn't hold us back too long.
Well, here, let me put this forward too. How long would it take us to go overground to out the capital? Like in our original plan, like that's a couple of 3 or 4 weeks at least.
Yeah.
I assume.
Oh,
That's what I'm looking at from the distance. It looks like a few weeks travel.
Yeah.
So if we travel to Waterran, that's about a week, and then how the river though would be the river to the ocean along the coastline would be much faster, I assume, right?
Yes.
So we could get a ship in Waterran to take us to Al Qadim, and that would be a much faster trip than going over land.
About the same.
Yeah, due to like going back and doing a roundabout. You know what I mean?
Well, so we can go through Waterran, do some damage, try and get the Queen, Belladonna, maybe take care of Cromwell, maybe take care of the a couple other things there, and not really lose any time.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of wondering if they think if I'm dead or not, dude. Because I mean, he killed me on the battlefield, but I wonder if showing up there on accident will make it worse for us. You know what I'm saying? Like what if he thinks we're not alive anymore?
Well, he's not there.
He's not there, and we're gonna come in like this is. We're gonna have to be very discreet and very careful. Like, so Robert's been there, knows the city very well, probably better than us. Is there like a sewer system we could use to navigate the city without direct, like?
Well, we can cover Arn up. I can get us around the town. It's not a problem. But Arn's a little noticeable. He's hard to.
Yeah,
you may have to change this whole look here.
Well, we can get him. I mean, I can polymorph him. We can get through. There are ways we can get him in. But my more question is, can we move through the city discreetly? Because there's a number of different like gates and guard checkpoints we're aware of. Can we get from like how close can we get to the castle without having to walk like down the middle of the road?
Yeah, and
if you're willing to get bloody, we can set up a cattle cart. We'll just butcher ourselves some cows, and I can get you right in.
We also have passes already, so we don't need to stop really at any gates. We kind of just flash our things and walk in.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
So,
we don't have to. Yeah, it's hard. The average guard's not going to know who we are, but I think that's the
place.
But
you got to be careful whose names on them passes because
that's true.
They may have put out the word.
Well, but let's go to Waterran. We can figure out like we're almost the end of the night, anyways. We can talk a little bit of planning during the week, but my thought is we aim for Cromwell first. I'll assume he's still there. We know that property pretty well, and then from there we can work the cult and the and then Belladonna as well, and General Mayhem. Like
Well, okay. Let me just share one thing with you guys before then, just because it may be important. I don't know how much this is true because Selena and I don't really discuss each other's work, but we were in Waterland a long time. She was very close with Lady Belladonna. There's, like I said, I don't know how much of it's true, but there's things that women can do so that they do not have children. And these are the kind of things Selena did for people, that she would help ladies out, ladies like Belladonna. Now, we've been out of Waterland a long time, which means Maxius could be working on an heir. I don't know if she was, if they were doing.
He's not there. And we're not going to
What
kill
I'm saying is,
Belladonna.
Lady
We're not killing her.
Selena's been gone a long time, and that means Lady Belladonna hasn't been using magic to keep herself,
Yeah. So we definitely need to get her out of there, though.
Like if there was now I don't know how much of what went on between those ladies, but we've been gone a long time, and if she was helping Lady Belladonna keep her figure, so to say, then that time may be over, which means Maxius could be. It's been what, months? It's been a long time.
Well, we don't know, So let's not put ideas into the Lord's head.
Let's just. I don't see how that changes anything.
I'm just saying we may show up. It may not. Like I said, it's woman's business. We didn't share, but
if she is pregnant and she does have an heir,
there could be an heir.
Yeah, but if we take the heir away, there's no heir. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Well, that is even better, really, for throwing Maxius off his game.
Yeah, exactly. We take his son or his daughter, like that would be amazing. So.
Yeah. So, and we're not going to hurt them. Like, none of us have any intention of killing her.
No, and she doesn't like him anyway, so she'd be like, okay, maybe now's the time to get out of here. Yeah.
We hope. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can cause quite a lot of damage and inflict a lot of mayhem in the city pretty quickly and like get things moving.
I will tell Robert that we know from our previous encounters with Maxius that Belladonna really is Maxius' source of power. Without her, he is just the Duke of Waterland. He has no lordship or kingship in Bohemia. He's just a commander at that point. He's not a king. So I don't know who will keep. I don't know how much. I don't know, man. But he is kind of like a general in a wartime, so he kind of just took over all law. But you know what I'm saying? If we take away the queen, he's no longer king by blood. So we need to. It'll help to take her away.
Yeah, and we can take her to Al Qadim, and I think trade her for Electo's freedom, or for the reduction of a sentence, and basically they would hold her for ransom. That would pretty well lock down Maxius, but that's a ways off. Let's just get there. Let's worry about that.
First, let's figure out if she's good or not, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. I'm just raising a point that these,
it's a fair point. It's a fair point. I'm sure he's trying. Yeah.
There's a lot going on there we don't know about, and I know these people pretty well, and messing with this woman's going to be a whole nother ball of.
He's messed with all of us before. I don't mind, pissing him off a little bit. Trust me, Robert. We've been through a lot with this guy. We don't give a fuck about him. We have a quite a pass with him.
Nice.
Are there horses available in this where we are right now?
Yeah, like not so much like the horses that you're used to, though. These are more of the Arabian style horses rather than like the draft workhorse type of horses.
How much would they cost for us to get 5 of them or 6 of them? I suppose.
I got one. I still got the horse from.
Oh yeah.
I got Chatty.
You would probably end up having to pay double the regular price. So what is it? 100 gold? So 200.
Okay, we have Electo has a carpet. Richard has a horse, so we need 4 horses.
So 800.
800.
Yeah, I'm in favor of doing that because that will cut down our travel time
at least by half. Yeah. Let's do it. The money's worth it. I will spend the money. 800. Jesus.
It's
Yeah.
Pricey
wartime.
horses.
Yeah.
Okay, how much money do I
Just
have?
be glad they're not war horses.
Okay, I have 100 platinum, which is 1,000 gold.
I think we all do, actually. Or most of us. Because I have 100 as well, platinum. So
Okay, if everybody has gold, just pay for your own horse. Yeah, everybody take
Yeah,
off
that's
200.
Pay for your own damn horses.
Okay, let's do that.
All right.
All right, so we get horses. I get a really big horse, the biggest one they have.
Well, like I said, these are more of the Arabian race horses, so they do have a big one, but these are nowhere near as big as the, big, more European style horses that you're used to. Um, but they are very fast, and here on the plains and scrubland, these horses can really move. And as you guys race off towards uh, Waterran along the open road, you make excellent time. It takes less than a parsec, less than 12 parsecs to make it there.
Very
And
cool.
so rather than a week along the open road, you guys make it there in like 3 days.
Great, perfect. We hauled ass there. Yeah.
And as the gates of Waterran and their many Venice-like canals uh, loom before you, you're overwhelmed with the smells and sounds of the port city once again. Everything from dead fish to, you know, the seagulls cawing brings you right back to memories of that place. Some of them good, like the many times that you guys enjoyed Cromwell's hospitality and all of that, but many of them bad, like holding your family the last time you ever saw them alive.
Yeah, many bad.
And so with this mix of emotions re-entering the city, that is where we draw to a close for this session of Dragons of Starfall. I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone, good gaming.